Hey there, Tristan here with PSI. Here we have two of the most common plugs that break on Subaru wiring harnesses. These seem to be the ones I do the most. So this is for the alternator. This tab will crack. And then this is for the coils. And you can see here, this one broke off. Without fail, one breaks every single time. So this is part of the wiring harness in the engine bay, so it's a bit harder to show you. But this one here, I can show you how we go ahead and change these out. It's just so much nicer to put a new part in than to try zip tie the old one back in place. And I'm sorry for all the wind noise. It seems like a bit of a storm is brewing here, so lots of wind in and out of the garage. But yeah, let me show you how we do this. First of all, this is a pick tool I just made out of an old piece of welding wire. Here's a more regular pick tool and a flathead screwdriver, one that's pretty sharp because we want to get into this little area right here. So this is the plug we want to change out. Obviously, here's the new ones from iwire. We want to get our flathead into this little groove right here. They're pretty hard to pry up with just a pick tool, but a nice sharp flathead gets in there nicely, and then you can just rotate it to get the torque. And what's crazy is this one just broke even more. So this is not a part that should come out, but it just did. So another good reason why we're changing it. The thing we're trying to remove is this little yellow plug. This gives us access to these three little pins that hold the wire, what would you call those? Wire terminals, or the metal parts that make the connection electrically. So if you want to avoid making any mistakes, I recommend doing one wire at a time, or holding it in a specific orientation and just doing all three without lifting your hand. So that'll free the first one, lift this plug, that'll free the second one, lift this plug, and that'll free the third one. This will now, it's a little bit of effort. I think because it broke, it's getting held up. Oh, come on. What is it binding on? There we go. All three pull out. Take the new one. They all three go in their same corresponding holes. And you want to push them till they all click. Once they all click, you'll be able to tug on each one and it won't come out. Then I need this little yellow connector, the new one, to go in. You'll slide in there. That locks those plugs in place. So now even if you did pull very hard on the wires, they won't unseat from where they need to be. The last piece of the puzzle is this little black weather piece of rubber. It's a bit thin. This is the only part of the iWire kit I didn't love. But if you take a pick, you can get the original one out of the Subaru. And you can see it's just a nicer, thicker piece of weather stripping for the plug. So today I think I'm going to reuse the Subaru ones. And you just want to put it in there and just give it a little push down into place. When you seat it onto the coil, it'll push it all the way down and you'll get that nice weather seal that you were looking for. But there you have it. It's almost a poetically perfect reason why we changed these old broken plugs out, because they just get very fragile. They're in a hot part of the engine. let's see, especially this side. This is the side closest to, in the USDM car, the passenger side where the turbo is. So it sees a lot of heat from the up pipe and the exhaust all in that area near that head. But yeah, quick, easy, definitely well worth your time and money to just go ahead and replace these.